Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, I've got something really cool to show you guys. But first of all, hopefully you guys remember, you probably already know this, but on Halo 2 Anniversary on MCC, there's a skull called the Scarab Skull that you can use in the main menu that turns any weapon you have into a Scarab gun. And it's a really useful skull, actually, especially if you're trying to finish the campaign on Legendary. Now, on a recent update, I'm not sure which update it is. It could be like even the most recent one or the past couple. The Scarab Skull is now bottomless clip for every weapon, and it seems like it's now bugged, as in like there's no sound when you fire the weapons. But the biggest change that I did not notice until quite recently is that now it affects vehicles too, and it is amazing. Like previously, you could only use it on weapons that you can hold, you know, like any handheld weapons. But it will not work on vehicles until now. And as you can see, it works on several vehicles, including the Warthog turret and even the Warthog Horn. When you honk the Warthog Horn, it actually fires Scarab beams. So like, have you ever like sat in traffic for a very long time and just like wish you could honk your horn to fire a Scarab beam to move traffic around? Well, now you can, at least on the New Mombasa. But yeah, so it's really awesome, and especially on co-op, you can have one player firing Scarab beams on a machine gun turret while you're firing Scarab beams from your horn while driving. Unfortunately, if you hold down a horn, it doesn't fire a constant beam, so you have to keep spamming the horn to fire more beams out. But it's still really cool and really useful. You just gotta be careful because at close range, it's really easy to blow yourself up with a Scarab beam. Of course, the blast rate is not as crazy as Halo Reach's Scarab gun, if you remember a little comparison video from a few days ago. But still, the Halo 2 Scarab gun's blast radius is still pretty big, so just be careful. Now, I would highly recommend you play this in Anniversary graphics, because if you play this in Classic graphics, well, when you fire, it becomes like a giant like white beam around you, and you can't see anything really. It just pretty much blinds you. It still looks pretty cool, but you just won't be able to see anything. So that covers the Ghost and the Warthog. Let's see what other vehicles. I'll show you all the vehicles so you know which one works and which ones don't. Because like, I'm not sure if this is like a feature, because it doesn't work on every single vehicle. It works on most of them, but some don't work. But at least the Banshee, it does work. Both the Banshee's plasma cannons and the Banshee bombs, they both fire Scarab beams now. I mean, there's not too many Banshee battles where you would need a Scarab beam, but at least it's really cool, and it's still pretty useful. And I guess on Legendary, it's definitely extremely useful. But anyways, moving on from the Banshee, next is the Spectre. It also works with the Spectre, but only on the Spectre's turret, because the Spectre doesn't have a horn you can honk. So the driver unfortunately cannot shoot any Scarab beams out. Only the passenger can. Now you may be wondering, what about the Wraith that we see right here? Can the Wraith shoot out Scarab beams? And no, the Wraith is one of the vehicles that cannot shoot Scarab beams out, unfortunately. And likewise, the other vehicle that cannot shoot Scarab beams out is the Scorpion tank. That one, the main cannon and the machine gun turret on it, both do not shoot out Scorpion beams. So that is unfortunately a limitation for those two. Not sure why, but that just seems to be the case. But likewise with the Spectre, if you're playing in Classic graphics and your gunner fires the beams, it's pretty much going to blind you and you won't be able to see where you're going. So I would stick to Anniversary graphics. Now, those are all the vehicles we've covered. Pretty much every vehicle except for the Scorpion and the Wraith can use the Scarab Skull to fire Scarab beams out. But turrets can also shoot Scarab beams out. And let's take a look at all the turrets now. So starting with the machine gun turret, it works just great. The mounted machine gun turret. You just gotta be careful where you're shooting, because sometimes if something's a little too close to you, like you just saw there, you can easily blow yourself up. But like several of the vehicles, you want to shoot it in Anniversary graphics, because in Classic, again, it just turns your whole screen white. So that's a machine gun turret. Let's try the Covenant plasma cannon next. So plasma cannon can also shoot Scarab beams out, and works just as well. But of course, just like the machine gun turret and several other vehicles, you also want to stick to Anniversary graphics. unless you want to be firing blind, quite literally. But yeah, so that is the plasma cannon. There's only 2 more turrets left to try in the game. So the next one is the shade turret. So here we are, and there you go. Shade turret works just fine as well. Now in again, stick to anniversary, because in classic, actually because of the fire rate of the shade turret, it's gonna be kind of like seizure inducing almost, or at least like an eyesore to fire it in classic graphics with the shade turret. But the last thing we'll try is the Shadows shade turret, which is like a higher fire rate shade turret. And as you can see, it does work just fine. And you know, in classic, it almost works okay. It doesn't blind you entirely. You can still see at the edges a little bit, but it doesn't really matter because you know you can't really drive the Spectre around, but the Shadow around. But yeah, so there you guys have it. Those are all the vehicles and turrets that you can use the Scarab Skull with now. So hopefully you guys do enjoy and have fun with these new Scarab beam powered vehicles, because they're definitely really powerful and really useful. Just gotta be very careful with them though. And of course stick to anniversary graphics. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and you know leave your thoughts and comments. Anything else you want me to check out or look into, just let me know. And if you haven't already, just make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.